Pardon is on, so it's Hashim Domingo is the man who's gone off as well. So those are the changes as we make it out. But here is Cupido now playing slightly wide. And they've also pushed Nyama upfield a little bit now. Cape Town City have to respond as they did in midweek in Cape Town when they had a terrific second half. They kept Pirates quiet, but as our guests at halftime, our panel at halftime was saying, it's very difficult to do it. It's one thing to do it in front of your own fans in Cape Town. It's very difficult to do it at a packed Orlando Stadium with Pirates playing very, very much at the top of their game. And if they play like this season, I tell you what, the league's not going to be won by 23 points. But that's a discussion for another day. So 2-0 it is to the Buccaneers. Mabasa. Out of defense and knocked forward now very nicely towards Nyama. But the ball has gone out of play. It's going to be a Pirates throw in their right back position. Tabiso Monyane, the only man who's on a yellow card for Pirates, is the man who's going to take it. But there is Sukuna, played for Bangkok United in Thailand, was signed on a free, had to sort his transfer permit sorted, so he gives the side a bit of an attacking option, of course, with Kaniso Mayo, man who's been scoring lots of goals, their top scorer for the past 2 seasons, who's of course moved on. And Mayo is in fact the only man who scored for Cape Town City in their last 5 meetings at the stadium. That came in 2023 in April, on the 22nd of April in a 2-1 loss. It's Vukamancha and Saleng scoring on that day for the Buccaneers. Here is Nyama playing it forward. Nice little touch there for Gonzalez. They look to attack. Pirates just sitting back a little bit. Makaringa spreading the play. Here's the captain, Mkhize. And back from Jaden Rhodes. Do agree with what time. Jaden Rhodes maybe needs to cut in a little bit, needs to be a bit more influential, but he's only 21 years of age. Let's remember that. And now with Gordinho back in the heart of defense. Little touch on there from Sukuna, but can't find his teammate, and he's back with Sipho Chain. So let me tell you a little bit about Gordinho. He's 30 years of age. He has dual citizenship. Just break off a moment. Saleng rides the tackle, gets past Cupido. Now he's in a bit of space, is Saleng, playing as this inverted winger. Lovely ball into the box. Space here to baby Satellite Makaringa, getting back in the nick of time to deny the shot from coming in. But that's just how dangerous things can be if Pirates attack quickly. Now that should be a free kick awarded in favor of Gonzalez. The referee is going to slow things down. He's going to go and check on the welfare of the Pirates man, Talent Mbata, who's down on the ground. And he wants attention for him. So Gordinho, his father is Portuguese player whose name was Manny Faria, who played for Pretoria, for Benoni United and played in Pretoria as well for many, many years. Very experienced player. Gordinho himself spent 7 years on the books of Kaizer Chiefs, also at Wits and at Celtic. And he's made the move, so he's been all over the country. But Cape Town City got a lot of sorting out to do here. And they need goals, and they need goals urgently. Well, Mbata, whose loan was made permanent. He was loaned from Supersport United last season. The loan has now been made permanent, so he's on the books of Pirates permanently now. And that's a lovely poster. Go Boca, go, indeed. Mbata, 24 years of age, also formerly from Highlands Park, just limping off the field. Need for Coach Rivero to make any changes here as things stand at the moment. Cape Town City are the side who have to do all the pressing. They're going to look for Makaringa to do that. Here is Gordinho, playing it wide towards the captain. Now a bit of space to attack. Petrus keeping it alive. Here's Sukuna. Needs to try and play the ball in. Alisa Ndar, very alert. His positioning on Wednesday was excellent. And there again, cutting out the threat. The referee stopping the game. It's a little bit stop-start now. So much riding on it. Potentially a difference of 9 million rand between the winner and the sides who don't win this tournament. So just a reminder, 5 o'clock, SABC 2. At times like this, you wish you could cut yourselves in half. and watch soccer and rugby at the same time. But we have a treat for our SABC viewers. I know on my radio show on SFM during the week, all the listeners were saying, why can't we see the national team playing rugby? Well, you can. That's the great news. SABC Sport have come to the party. The sports minister, Gayton McKenzie, whom I was privileged to speak to last night, a man with a mission. Try and provide sport for the masses. And that's a really great opportunity. And thanks to our management and indeed all the people, all the stakeholders who put it together. So it's a bumper day of sporting action on SABC today. Here is Cupido. Jaden Rhodes coming a little bit deeper now. Cape Town City need to attack. They need Sukuna getting into a good position. Here he is playing in the midfield now. Needs to be more advanced. And you see he gets hemmed in. 3 Pirates players on him. Easily dispossessed. Makaula playing it forward. Oh, miss kick there from Godinho. And now there's space. And you don't give this man space. Can he get his second? Can he wrap it up? Great save, Darren Keed. Oh, wow. Darren Keed making up for perhaps a bit of bad positioning for that free kick by Dion Hotto, but denying Mabasa a brace there. Look at the space. Godinho. And Mabasa knows only one way to go. He's a frequent goal scorer. And the angle just a little bit tight. That's a very good save from Darren Keat. 35-year-old goalkeeper. Formerly from Wits, also played in Belgium. Made his Bafana debut against Zimbabwe in 2013. He's made a very fine save there. Because 3-0, you feel it's definitely game over. 2-0, there's still a bit of hope. Not much, but a bit. As far as Cape Town City are concerned. Corner comes in. Keat commands his area, does well. He's got nobody to bowl it out to. Has to keep it. And now tries to send the ball upfield. Well marshalled by Dion Hotto. Needs to get a bit of weight on that back header. And he does just enough in the end. And Sipho Chain reads the danger. Comes off his line. Dressed in blue today. Sipho Chain. Part of that Bafana squad to play against Uganda and South Sudan. South Sudan, incidentally, are the newest country in the world. They gained their independence from Sudan in 2011. And that match being played this Tuesday a week away in the capital, in Juba. But on Friday night, that's a foul. Referee sees nothing wrong with it, though, and says play on. Friday night, of course, Uganda come to South Africa, the Cranes of Uganda, to play against Bafana. The match supposed to be here at Orlando Stadium. We hear it might go to Loftus. We're still waiting for the announcement in that regard, officially from SAFA. But wherever it is, it'll be a match worth watching. A new look Bafana team. Ronwin Williams out injured, a few other players missing. But they've brought in a lot of good players, potentially to make their debut. Nice ball from Olisanda. Space now. Saleng taking up a good position in the centre. Waiting for the service from Maswangani. For King, looking at his options. Goes back to Dion Hotto. Now Cape Town City cutting it out, and suddenly there's space created. Needs the through ball to find the man, doesn't find the man, and Hotto can now play forward for the Buccaneers. Can they work something here? Saleng getting in a good position. That's got to be offside. It is. Flag goes up. It's a little bit unfortunate there for Pirates that the deflection just put the striker Mabasa in an offside position. But you can see just how inventive they are. I tell you what, Hugo Bruce is going to be looking at Tsegofatso Mabasa after his performances. 16 goals in the league last season. Scored a lovely header today. Cape Town City will have to look at their defence to allow a man like that to be unmarked in the box. Nice work this time from Sukuna. They come forward again. It's a nice run being made to the left-hand side. Good shepherding from the Pirates' defence. Nicely worked there by Moniane. Cape Town City need to show some more inventiveness. They've got players like Jaden Rhodes who can provide that, but the marshalling and the defensive work from the Buccaneers has been very good in this match. Throw taken by Nyama. So we are 10 minutes into the second half. It's more of the same. Cape Town City have rung the changes at half-time. Hasn't seemed to be making too much of a difference. They've got to throw caution to the wind, and they've got to chase the game. Makes for an exciting second half. 1-0 at the moment to, or 2-0 rather, to Pirates, leading 3-1 on aggregate.
letsatsi le ntse le tsweletse la phirima ka kwano mo lebaleng la Orlando merete simolotse go ka wa meseo se gore selo se leno se ke gore setlhopha sa Cape Town City ba tshwanetse go ka itsotsoropanya ba tshwanetse go ka iphutha metlhala go leka go ka boa kwa morago ka fa letlhakore le lengwe Orlando Pirates jaaka o bona motsereganyi tsamaisa jalo ball boy na senya nako motsereganyi o mo laela gore a tswe gotlhelele mo lebaleng ka ntlha ya tshenyo ya nako ka ntlha ya tshenyo ya nako mme Orlando Pirates ba go tlosa kgwele kwa morago Sipho Chain na le jalo Lisanda yo le ene o tla bang a tsena mo sefofaneng a re bone fela jaaka ba fana ya bo ba ya jalo kwa kampenga mo mafelong a beke yone ya boditšhabatšhaba yo le kawana le laetsweng gore a ye ga gore wa go lebelela kae motshameko kgwele ba go e tlosa Orlando Pirates monose wa nno ya bobedi Dionotho seng no fela no ya letsatsi goga motho ka jerese motsereganya ba kaile phoso ga la tshameka sentle tshegofatso Mabasa wena Lorenzo Godino ga wa tshameka sentle tshegofatso Mabasa ila feta kwa mebaleng ya ka kwa Naturena fetile jalo ka kwa Siwelele Park le ka wana le la Godino kgwele ba itlhomile ba romela tlhaselo Orlando Pirates bona kgwele ba etsa ba romela ka botlhale tsena ka bogosola de tene ba iphaila a ba iatarela gape kgwele ya mona yo wa Darren Kidd a ba ntsha ka gangwe o batla jalo e ka bona la Gonzalez a ba pega ba isekele Gonzalez a rariye a ba sega kgwele o ebe ya ka tlhamalelo kwa diatleng tsa ga Sipho Chain na le ka go tswa ka lebelo fela tshwetso ya gagwe ya bofelo ya benisi e maleba kgwele ya ka tlhamalelo Chain Tabiso Sisani ke tlile kwa morago le Sipho Segofatso Nyama Talent Mbata Tabiso Munyani a romela kwa pele o batla jalo Tito fela ba le gone kwa morago Kabazela Jaden Rhodes tsena mogare ga banna Jaden fela ba mo tsenya loto e tswela ka kwa ntle kgweleo ya go tloswa le tatlhelo ya setlhopha sa The Citizens ba leka go kgaratlha ba leka go boa kwa morago fela e popota Orlando Pirates ya ka bona Fortune Makaringe a tlose kgwele ba ba tsela yone bonolo fela ba kgona go e tsaya gape kgweleo ba di latlha Cape Town City Alisanta a re kwa ntle ke botshabelo ke babui ba re safety first mo ba tshameka moragong gore kwa ntle ke botshabelo fa o e beile ka kwa ntle kgweleo lebele boa le tla go ipaakanya go botoka go na le go ka dikologa ka yone mo maemong a kotsi Khabaze a ba kgwele e telele ke sekhutlo thula ka thoko kwa morago ba go e romela gape mo lebokosong a re bone a ba itshuletsa kgweleo tsena ka lebokoso ba iatlelela Sipho Chain ga se le nako bo ya kgela mo tseleng ya ga mona Pule Saleng yo tswang ka lebelo la motlakase a re bone o tla dira mo kgweleng ka bana e beile ka kwa botlhaba go na le gore a e tshamekele ka fa e tshameketseng gone ka fa fela ba tswa ka yone kgwele ya Orlando Pirates a re bone Talent a ba romela gaufi mo tseleng ya ga Tito tsenya loto kwa morago ya go bua jalo ka Cupido Khabaze Tami o batla Jaden Rhodes o na le Olisanta ba kgama Jaden Rhodes a re bone o tla dirang Jaden ka dira fa tanagana ka dira botoka fela ba ba senya kgwele Pirates ya go tswa ka yone kwa morago Dionotho a tswa ka ene kwa morago Orlando Pirates ke gore le ka re meriti wele letsatsi le a phirima mme ga ise letsatsi fela le phirimang le ditoro tsa Cape Town City di a phirima tshwanetse go nosa Pirates e se ka nosa sepe ba ba batla go bona ba kwa makgaolakganyeng a re bone Makaringe tsa kgwele ba le ka go matsereganya re motshameko wa phepa o tswelele pele talent mbatho tshegofatso mabasa a mafafatshe matsereganya ba ka ile phoso matsereganyo ka phoso kgathalolano Pirates Innocent Maela wa go tsena mme Thabiso Monyane wa tswa Innocent Maela potso ke gore wa go tshameka fo kae le ka go lebelela gore ke mang o tla bongata mo letlhakoreng la moja wa tsa lebante la bokapteini monna yo me Dionoto ke no tlanka fa letlhakoreng le la moja Innocent Maela o ya go tshameka kwa Dionoto a tswang gone ke yone phetogo e diriwang jalo ke bokapteini thata ke bokatese ba dira first touch khoma le khatlo la ntlha mona wa Olisanda tse gore le ga ya selegae ya ikhutsa mo bekeng e tlang International Week mme Orlando Pirates motshameko wa bona ba le kwa Botswana kgatlhano le setlhopha sa Jwaneng Galaxy mo metshamekong ya Champions League a Dionoto bala o tsile kwa molebe go tlile ka fa mojeng ba itubelela seo a le ka go tswa ka lebelo kgona go bona gore maatla a setsa le mantsi mogene mona yo wa Dion Fortune Makaringe e ba mo tseleng ya ga Godino Khabaze romela kwa pele o batla Jaden Rose a ba sa e gate sentle Jaden romela kwa pele le gone kwa morago Lisanda Khabaze ba e bola loso la pestele bona jaaka tswa ka botlhale ka kgweleo batla jalo Sakoma tshameketse ditlhopha tse di kwa tlase kwa nageng ya Fora France na le kwa mebaleng ya ka Durban City Maritzburg United Dionoto a ba itumelela seo ga go lemoga go itshepa kgona go lemoga gore o itumelela motshameko go fitlhela ka jara mona wa Dionoto a re bone Fortune Makaringe a re bone gore ba tla dirang romela kwa pele le Santa wa gana kwa morago wela mo tseleng ga Khabazela gape wa lebela Thami approaches amma fafatse wa mo getse karata Khantele ana tshwere kgwele mara gore le bohile mo fokeng a mo tsenya loto mme a tshwara kgwele ka diatla mo tsereganya mo fa karata a re bone Fortune Makaringe Gonzalez Prince Chueza ba mo tsika loto a re bone Tito e boa jalo ka Maketleni Makaula Pirates ya putse Cape Town City bona Pirates ke tsa pene ke a kwala motho wa tsibitale tswa kwa thoko bane ba tshwanetse go dira se se diragalang ka kwa the Flushing Meadows kwa the US Open Game 7 match me ba paletswe ba reteletswe ke go dira se Orlando Pirates a re bone ba tla dirang Cape Town City a re bone a ba romela Prince e be wela mo tseleng ya ga Nyama Gonzalez kwa godimo ga dikota Jaden Adams kwa godimo ga dikota Jaden Rhodes a ba kwa godimo ga dikota bona ka motsamo iketlileng o ka bana feditse fa dirile Game 7 match re lebohile fela a fosa seo 2 Orlando Pirates and not a Cape Town City.
Wow, OJ, exactly the same sort of angle that he had in that midweek game on Wednesday night for the youngster Mofokeng. Came from an onside position, the linesman got that right. And Darren Keed came a long way out of his goal, didn't get there, and you would have put your money on Mofokeng adding to this terrific talent and the number of goals that he's been able to produce, but not so. So it remains 2-0. The last two meetings between these sides on this ground, Pirates have scored 2 both times. Keith this time off his line collect. So let's sort out some of the moves that have happened on the field for you. Petrus playing in his more position now, not playing as the central defender because of the introduction of Gordinho. So Petrus has pushed up slightly. Domingo and Mokocho have gone off the park. And then from a Pirates point of view, just break off for a moment. So we see what Gonzalez can work. From a Pirates point of view, Maela, of course, has come on. He's taken over the captain's armband, and I thought, how are they going to work this? Well, the situation is with Monyane coming off because of his yellow card that he got in the first half. He's on a booking already, so I think that's why he's been taken off. And Dion Hotto has come across to play in an inverted position on the right-hand side of defence. So the Pirates' right effectively has 2 left-footed players playing there. Hotto playing behind Saleng. And that's interesting. So on the right-hand side for the Buccaneers, they're playing with 2 left-footed players. And that's how they've sorted it out in terms of that. The coach, I think, just not wanting Monyane to potentially pick up another booking and be suspended if Pirates do get to the final, which is the moment, especially with the fact that Shandu, Lebitso are both injured and Van Rooyen is not eligible, so they don't really have much reinforcements as far as their right back position is concerned. And that's why Dion Hotto playing out of position there today for much of the second half. This Mark absolutely excellent today for the Buccaneers. Maswanganyi, little touch there from Mbata. Hotto types his run beautifully, takes it down on the chest. Can he finish here? Well, he waited, sets up the angle. Oh, the shot flies across the face of goal from Tsegofatso Mabasa. Well, there was a lovely move from the Buccaneers. When they play like that, few teams in the country can stop them. Terrifically worked. And there are changes now aplenty. Some of the young players are going to get a chance now for Cape Town City. Tahir Goedeman coming on. He came on as a sub during the week. They're also going to bring on this youngster, Jody Liashen, 19 years of age, who also came on as a sub during the week. Off goes Fortune Makarenge, who hasn't had the most influential of games. And Prince Tijueza coming off as well. He's also on a yellow card. Jody Liashen made his debut against Kaizer Chiefs from the subs bench in March and then scored on his first start in only his second match against Sekhukhune United. He was their top scorer in the Diski team, just 19 years of age. He's a very exciting prospect, one of these conveyor belts of young players that seem to come out of the Cape. Both Cape Town City and Stellenbosch seem. So he's on the park as well, and the experience of Tahir Goedeman just to shore things up in the midfield. Goedeman has been a part of the side for a while now. He's 24. But Eric Tinkler doesn't have too many experienced options on his bench, and he's having to rely on the youngsters now to try and turn this game around. They've got just over 20 minutes to do that. Pirates leading by 2-0 and 3-1 on aggregate. Here's Dion Hotto, who seems to be enjoying this right-hand side of defence. It was an opportunity for Mabasa just moments earlier. Cape Town City not really fashioning too many chances. Can they do something now with Cupido, who's been excellent today? And now possibility, Sukuna trying to work his magic. Gonzalez taking up a good position. Hotto getting in the way. Now the chance for the break. Pirates have a man down, but Maswanganyi is looking forward. And in the end he decides, you know what, I haven't got any options. I may as well just kick it out of place that my teammate can get attention. Which is exactly what he does. Good experienced stuff. I think it's talent and but now on a few occasions. He's been off the field quite a lot in this match. And you see the angle just a little bit tight for Tsegofatso Mabasa. Maybe he was actually trying to put it on the head of his teammate there, on the head of Saleng, rather than to go for goal. Either way, it didn't work. So there might be a change here. From a Pirates point of view, Talent Mbata leaving the park on a stretcher. It's not great news for the Buccaneers, who, as OJ was telling you, play Zhuaneng, their bogey team. team from Botswana, in their next CAF assignment. Could well be in the final of this competition. Their league program starts in a few weeks' time as well, and many of their players will be representing their national teams. So it's a busy time for the season proper. The league season gets underway. Eric Tinkler picked up a yellow card very, very early on. I wonder what thoughts are going through his mind at the moment. How does he change it? He knows that his side staring down the barrel of a gun, having fought so hard to get back into the tie in midweek, and having played so well in that second half, particularly dominating the game and bossing the game. But they've been very much second best here today. Cupido. Nice pass to Godinho. And Godinho just taking a bit of a knock. He's playing with that face mask because of the broken nose he suffered in that quarter-final tie against Sekhukhune United, when Cape Town City scored a penalty and missed a penalty. Kocho, I beg your pardon, Makaula doing really well there. Here's Godinho clearing but not finding his teammate, finding instead Tito. Pirates just controlling the game, you feel. Now there's going to be another change on the Buccaneers. The man who came on as a sub the other night, their new signing from Petro Atletico in Angola, Gilberto, coming on, and Mofokeng's going to be given a rest after his exploits. It was his goal that gave Pirates that vital away goal going into the second leg tie. Looks a little disappointed to come off, and looks as if Miguel Tim is also going to come on here just to shore up the midfield, and Talent Mbata is the man going off. So those are the changes from a Buccaneers point of view. Mofokeng doesn't look happy at all. At his age, he wants to be involved in everything. But he's going to be given a rest here. He's going to have good days ahead in Buccaneers colours, no doubt in Bafana colours as well. So here is Gilberto. He wears the name Vieira on the back of his jersey. He's coming on. Mofokeng, consoled by his coach. Nobody likes to be substituted, least of all a 19-year-old who is in such good form. But Gilberto Vieira, we'll call him Gilberto, that's the name he wants to go by. Here's Olisanda. Maela. Gilberto, immediately involved in the action. Good run, good skill from the man from Angola. Finding his teammate, Sesane, whose long balls out of defence have been a real feature of Pirates' play in the last two matches. Sesane was on the books of Jomo Cosmos, so Jomo, of course, has an eye for spotting talent. Early on in his career was there, was also on loan at All Stars the season before last. Good defensive work from that man again. So Cape Town City, if they are going to set up potentially a Table Mountain final, as I like to call it, first time we would have had a Cape Town Table Mountain final since 1976. As that ball is cleared, when I remember as a youngster I went to the Rand Stadium to watch Cape Town City play Hellenic in the 1976 Castle Cup final. Cape Town City won it 2-0. Last time, and I think the only time we've had two Cape Town sides in a final. Well, if it is going to be like that, obviously Sundowns will have a lot to say about that tomorrow. But Cape Town City are going to have to produce a last 15 minutes to savour here if they are to give themselves a chance. More likely to be an all-Gauteng final as things stand at the moment, but you never know. All into the area. Miguel Tim has been introduced, Durban-born Miguel Tim. In fact, when Pirates were playing in their pre-season match in Spain against Sevilla, I've got a friend who does commentary overseas, based in Europe, and he messaged me to say, please can you give me some information on the Pirates players? And how do you pronounce their names, and tell us a bit about them? And then he messaged me after the game to say, that Pirates team of yours from South Africa, they're a pretty good team. They really play well, and they beat Sevilla on that occasion by 2-0. So South African football is getting recognised all around the world. Here's Cupido. Has to go back to his goalkeeper. Well, if Cape Town City are to come back into this tie, OJ, we're going to have 15 minutes to savour here. But it's looking more and more likely that Pirates are bossing the game, controlling it, and doing what they need to book the place in their third consecutive final.
Metsotso e le 15 ya bofelo mo re tla itse gore a mo kwalo nna mo leboteng jaaka o kile a kwalwa mo metlheng ya maloba mene tekelo parasini mokwalo mo leboteng. The writing is on the wall. Tla e betsa ka maleme a farologaneng fela kgwele ya dinao e na le ka mokgwa e leng ka gone ka go gakgamatsa dilo di a fetoga e tshwana le maemo a bosa e ka go gakgamatsa mme ba tlhoka dino di le pedi go ka ya kwa makgaolakganyeng setlhopha sa Cape Town City. Orlando Pirates e tlhoka fela go tshwara fela jaana jaaka o bona le ka bonala ka kwa Potchefstroom. Heavens Reds ya tsena mme go tswa jalo Jaden Rhodes o tswile Heavens Reds kgweleo ya go tloswa ke Innocent Maela jaaka tatlhelo tshamekela mo tseleng ya ga Maketleni Makaula gone kwa morago Khabazela bona ba dira phoso. Pirates ba tswa ka kgweleo fela ga ba tswa ka bonako Darren Kate a tlerela kgweleo tlhabela kwa pele tswela ka kwa ntle tatlhelo tswela ka kwa ntle batlhanno monna yo monanyo ka wana la ka kwa Bloemhof West potilwe ke lepedi kwa morago. Darren Kate Dionoto yo ke tsang gore o nile le motshameko o montle mo letsatsing la gompieno monna yo wa Dionoto nositse nno e ntle ebile o nile le motshameko o montle. Bone Mabasa fela Godino ba le gone kwa morago bona Heaven tsa kgwele o tshamekela mo go Tahir Goedeman Tshegofatso Nyama ba leka go ya kwa pele ba leka go itsotsoropanya fela ke lebela tshupana ko entire yone ntse ya tsamaya ga ya emela motho ga ya emela ope tshupana ko yone tsweletse ya tsamaya. Innocent Maela tshamekela mo tseleng ya ga Vieira Gilberto Miguel T Alexander fela ba gone kwa morago Cupido romela le tele fela kwa pele ga e gore ge go pe tsela ka kwa ntle ya go fetoga jalo nare tlhalosa gore ke tona le kgogego Sepochain mme ke dilo tse re di bonang gantsi fa ditlhopha di eteletse pele ba tshwara dino ba bone ba dira ka tseleng tsenjang. mme wa go e raga fela ke te nasa a re bone Thabiso Sesane yo ke gore leng ka re o ikagela le gae motshameko mongwe le mongwe wa o tshamekang le ka bona le la Thabiso Sesane Seretsi Tahir Goedeman ba leka go ya kwa pele Khabazela ba keta ka go ga ka mogatla kgweleo bona Gilberto Alisanta ba tsa kgwele ra re tshamekela kwa pele fela a bena kgwele ya go tswelang ka kwa ntle ba go semola go ya ga kwa morago Keanu Cupido o na le Godino kwa morago Alisanta ba tswadile kwa morago le morago la Orlando Pirates ga ba batle sepe Approaches a re bona tla dira ka kgweleo ba le ka go yaga a re bone a ba kitla ba yatarela Sepoche a ba e regela kwa ntle sekhutlo a rona le kgogego ya mesefa bona ka motsamo iketlileng ba ne ba tlhasela ba leka a iatlarela Sipho fela fa moraga sewa ka jalo a mo lekile Heavens Reds a ba ka jalo gore o mo kgobalonga le ka wana le jaanong go raya gore ragwe mametsotswana gore a tle jalo a tlamelwe le kawana la Sipho Chain ragwe manakwana gore a tla tlamelwe mme fa e le gore go apala Orlando Pirates ya go pateletsega jalo go ka dira jalo a go pateletsega jalo go ka dira phetogo Orlando Pirates fa e le gore go a go pala gore le kawana le la Sipho Chain bona eo ke nno ya ntlha ya setlhopha sa Orlando Pirates nosiwa jalo ke tshegofatso mabasa mme ya bobedi nosiwa jalo ke Dion Otto no ke gore le nkareng wa dino tse dintle mo kgaisanong ye mme le kawana la Siabonga Dladla ke ene o tla tswelelang pele fa e le gore go apala ga go bontshe boitumelo bope mo sefatlhegong sa ga Eric Tingler ga go bontshe boitumelo bope bo tlhagelelang jalo mme gopola gore mothoetsho ka ura ya botlhano gompieno the Springboks ba thulana le naga ya New Zealand ka fa lebaleng la Ellis Park Emirates Airline Park ka fa Doornfontein mme SABC 2 e go tlhagisetsa ka tlhamalalo motshameko o tla o bona le mo SABC Plus motshameko wa setlhopha sa the Springboks le naga ya New Zealand bao ke balatedi ba Orlando Pirates re le ka wana la Siabonga Dladla fa e le gore go apala jalo ka le kawana le na boitumelo jwa balatedi ba Orlando Pirates ke gore le kgantele ka gore ka re boitumelo bo buile mo balateding ba Orlando Pirates se bolla go tsamaya ba kanolo tse di huba se bolla go tsamaya ba kokoroga ba ratile balatedi ba setlhopha se a re bone sekhutlho seo ba se romela ba tlarela kwa morago Sipho Chain a bedi ka mafafatshe fela wa emelela Sipho wa etsa kgwele o e tshamekela jalo simolola kwa morago fela ba ba tsela yone bone gore ba tla le ka go dirang kwa pele fela e popota kwa morago Orlando Pirates the first favorite Miguel team tsa kgwele ba e romela kwa pele gone kwa morago Cupido a apere jalo mo Napule saleng Kana Cupido Tahir Khudeman a re bone gore ba tla dirang kwa pele ba e romela jalo mo tseleng kwa Toko Sokona tsena ka lebaka sola le 18 fela ba e romela sentle ka botlhale ba e sentse Pirates jaanong yone ya go ba tlhasela Vieira Gilberto Signaloto Gilberto Serganyo ka jalo gore kgwele wa e tlhomiwe tlosiwe ke lona setlhopha sa Cape Town tshwara lobaka Gilberto fela na le gone monna yolo wa Procious pateletsa gore a feletsa tshwere kgwele tlhomile kwa morago Cupido kgweleo setse a emetse go bona nno kgweleo ba etsa ba e romela ba ba ka sekhutlho kwa morago ba ka jalo sekhutlho na ithumile kwa pele le ka bona ka kwa nageng ya Namibia Approaches Petrus a re bona gore ba tla bonang mo sekhutlhong se pele ga re tsena mo metsotsong ya botlhano ya bofelo ke sa ba le metsotso ya tlaleletso tla bo re tsena mo metsotsong ya le metlhano ya bofelofelo ya motshameko ba romela City Pirates a tshireletsa kwa morago Cupido ba romela fela ba ibusa kwa morago ya go tswela ka kwa ntle ka kwa botlhaba jwa lebala mothoetso metsotso e le metlhano gore motshameko tlo ye kwa bokhutlhong di le pedi Orlando Pirates e le fela Cape Town City. Mike.
Well, this game is dying a pretty slow death here as things are standing at the moment, unless Cape Town City can quickly find the net. Remember, 2 goals for Cape Town City would put them into the final. They would need to score twice and then they would go through on away goals after a 3-3 aggregate, but they haven't looked like scoring once, to tell you the truth, although they are trying to knock on the door. Pirates keeping them shut. I must say, a few concerns over the state of Sipho Chain, who could potentially make his Bafana debut within the next week or so, but he certainly is struggling with cramp. Pirates look as if they're going to make 2 further changes just to run down the clock here. Evidence Makgopa is going to come on, also Kabela Dlamini. They are the players standing on the side of the field waiting to be introduced here. Pirates have yet to lose in a cup match on this stadium, at the stadium under Jose Rivero. Cape Town City have never beaten Orlando Pirates away from home, and that looks as if it's going to stay. Pirates could well be in their 3rd consecutive final, as Sirietsi looking for a piece of heaven. Khudaman, does he pull the trigger? He does! It's not a bad effort from Tahir Khudaman. It's the closest Cape Town City have come throughout the half, and with Sipho Chain not at full fitness, it's not a bad effort to pull the trigger from range. Sirietsi sets it up, and that ball just curving away from goal. Nice effort. Wasn't that far wide. So here come the changes for the Buccaneers. Makgopa and Dlamini coming on. Mabasa, who scored the goal that opened the scoring today, he's the man going off to be replaced up front by Makgopa. Good game for Mabasa. He's now scored 3 goals in the last 3 meetings against Cape Town City. And Dlamini on as well. As Coach Rivero looks to secure his 5th cup trophy. It was the only one they missed out on, the Pirates, was when Richards Bay knocked them out on penalties in the Carling Cup last season. Other than that, they've been Cup Kings for the past few seasons, and they could become the first side ever to win this trophy 3 seasons in a row. Still got some work to do. Here's Dion Hotto setting it up with a lovely reverse pass. Looking for Maswanganyi. Now the ball back inside Miguel Tim. Look at the movement from the full of energy. Sesane will go back to his goalkeeper. So in all the years that this competition has had under its different sponsors, started off of course as the BP Top 8, then the SAA Super 8, then the MTN 8. Pirates have won this trophy a number of times. In fact, only Chiefs have won it more. Only 15 clubs have ever won it. Here's Dion Hotto. Makgopa still going. Bafana man. Cape Town City can't get it out of their own half at the moment. Makaula spreading the play nicely. Pirates very much in control. We're about to go into the 90th minute. There will be a bit of stoppage time for that injury to Sipho Chain. Maela upfield, back now to Makaula. 3-1 the score on aggregates. Same score by which Pirates won their quarter-final match against SuperSport United. They went to extra time but then killed off the game quite comfortably in that extra time period. Here's Cupido going back to his goalkeeper Darren Keat, who's made one very good save today. His positioning for that Hotto free kick looked a little bit questionable, although the ball did take a slight deflection off the wall. Sipho Chain hasn't had too much to do, unlike the other night when he was kept very busy and he made some outstanding saves. And looking back on it, some of those saves could well have been the difference in this particular tie. So Pirates in their 9th semi-final since the competition became the MTN 8. Winners 2 seasons ago when they beat Amazulu 1-0 through Saleng's goal. Winner last year on penalties over Sundowns. The match ended 0-0. Now there's a chance for a break on here as we go into stoppage time at the end of the game. There'll be a fair chunk of that to be added on. Here's Dion Hotto looking for a path through. He's still going. Gilberto trying to get out of his way because he doesn't know which way Hotto's going. Here's the shot from range. Good effort. Save from Keat. Well, well. Now look at the space for Seretse on this near side of the field as he takes Cape Town City forward. Is there a twist to the tail? Here's Sukuna setting it up. Oh, they've hit the bar. Jody Liashen wouldn't have counted anyway because the offside flag was up. Real end-to-end stuff here. Darren Keat making the save at one end, then the break from Seretse, and Jody Liashen looking for only his second goal for Cape Town City. And he's offside, but it's marginal. Sukuna offside. Good effort though from the young man. Just 19 years of age, top scorer in the Diski League last season, promoted to the senior team. As I say, scored on his full debut. Having come on, started his career against Kaizer Chiefs when Cape Town City won that match in March. Maela. Pirates have been very good today. They've been clinical when they've needed to be. Makula don't normally play together because they do similar roles. That holding midfielder, the destroyer in midfield. And they're on the park together here. Here's Sesani, a man who has a fantastic long pass if he wants to use it. Makula, they're playing it very, very much within themselves now. Just the ball. And Cape Town City at altitude. I think the energy running out rapidly. They've given it their all, have the side from Cape Town. But we could be in line for a repeat final of last year's final, or we could be in line for a Pirates Stellies final. Who knows? Here's Makopa. Gilberto. Does he pull the trigger? He's not quite sure whether to go forward or just keep possession. In the end, he does the sensible thing. Pirates just running down the clock, knowing that their place in the final is virtually secured. We've already had virtually 3 minutes of stoppage time here. 5 were signalled. Hotto. He's enjoying his part to play as an inverted player on this right-hand side. He's done well to get to the byline, pulls the ball back and looking for the spectacular. Was Evidence Makgopa in the box. Just couldn't control the shot, but a lovely supply line, the Namibian to the South African. Pirates are not satisfied with 2. They want more than 2. Now there are 2 balls on the field at the moment. So you see the cross coming in, Hotto with his weaker foot. And if that had gone in, it would have been goal of the century. Maswanganyi has had a very good game today. Ashen battling for the ball. Now Makula. Maswanganyi again. Makgopa wide for him on the right-hand side. He's going to try and play him in, or is he? No, he changes his mind and then overruns the ball. Seretse. Cape Town City, well, they know the game is almost up for them. They fought hard. They just didn't have it when it really mattered. And their record away from home against Orlando Pirates, they've never beaten Pirates away from home. And that looks set to continue here. Seretse setting it up. Shane grabbing it out of the air. Just a minute or so remaining. Eric Tinkler picking up that booking very early on in the piece. He's tasted many successful days. He's got a very good team and some quality youngsters to work with. And a lot of experienced signings that Cape Town City have brought in. They're going to be a force this season. But as far as this competition is concerned, their exit is all but assured now. Chain off his line, comfortably collected. He's not moving all that freely, Sipa Chain. It might just be cramp. 3 in a row, says that fan. Might well be 3 in a row. Who knows? Sundowns or Stellies will have something to say about it. Now there are 2 balls on the field again. So the referee will have to... He's not even stopping the game. I don't think he's aware of it. And the Cape Town City player just knocking the ball off the park. So seconds remaining here. Hasn't been an epic match by any means, but it has been a clinical performance from the Buccaneers, who will have been disappointed with their second half performance in Cape Town. They've responded today in front of their own fans when it really matters. They might still end it here with glory. Here's Hotto. Maswanganyi. Wide here to Gilberto. He's still going. Playing it into the area. Does he find a man unmarked? Maswanganyi blasting it over the bar, and that could be the end of the game. Referee will look at his watch. Does he blow it up? I think he's decided that that is it. Puts the whistle to the mouth. and waits for the cameras to focus on him, and then blows the game to its conclusion and blows Cape Town City out of the MTN 8 this year. Pirates go on to their third consecutive final. They've won it 3 of the last 4 editions. Will they make it 3 in a row? Their fantastic record in this competition, particularly under Jose Rivero, continues. Cape Town City winners under Benny McCarthy back in 2018, but not to repeat that success. It's been a performance of note. Pirates will certainly show the rest of the league and show the rest of the teams in South Africa just how much they have to do to compete with this Buccaneers team. They've done the business today in front of their home fans. They've won it clinically and comfortably by 2-0, setting up a dramatic final in a few weeks' time. That winner to be decided tomorrow when Stellenbosch, in inverted commas, host Sundowns in Durban. As the shadows lengthen here in Orlando, you can switch across in a short while to watch the rugby on SABC too. But we hope you've enjoyed the for you today. Pirates the winners, and Darren Keat, despite the saves that he's made, was unable to keep a clean sheet today when it mattered. So that's the view from the corner of Orlando Stadium, where Pirates have emerged victorious in what is becoming their fortress. They have beaten the citizens of Cape Town by 2-0 today and by 3-1 on aggregate, and they go through to the final. So as Buccaneers flags will wave long and proudly into the night sky as the sun sets here at Orlando Stadium. Goals by Mabasa, and then that spectacular free kick from Dion Hotto late in the first half, settling the match. Cape Town City huffed and puffed, but they didn't have enough up front on the day. Pirates have won it, and they'll be hoping to make it through. Fans starting to filter out of the stadium here. Some of them will stay for a bit longer to savour this moment. Plenty of Bucks fans really enjoying what they've seen from their team today. Wouldn't have been thrilled with the midweek performance. Certainly delighted with what they've seen today. So that's it from commentary from Oja and myself. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to go down for coaches' interviews on the field. So stay with that as we go to Ulwabo on the field now to speak to the victorious coach after today's game and the coach of Cape Town City as well. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Michael and Bra OJ. It is 2-0 at the end of the game. Unfortunately for Cape Town City, this is where the MTN 8 ends. A quarter-finalists in the past 2 seasons, semi-finalists this season. How do you make of Cape Town City's performance this afternoon?
Disappointing performance. They were better than us today. The best team won in every department. You know, we couldn't get our game going. We couldn't get our press right. The speed of the passing wasn't good, but you've got to give them credit as well. They were good at, they're much better than last week. So, yeah, disappointed.
So looking at the 2-goal deficit that you've experienced this afternoon and going into the new season, how would you maybe just define the era that it puts you in and how you performed in the MTN 8?
Look, we know we've got a good squad and they're only going to get better. So we saw glimpses of what we're capable of. We need to work on that. They'll be disappointed in themselves today. So if anything, we must use this and go back and plan, and we go again. Yeah.
And looking at the squad, I mean, you brought in some experienced players to blend in with some of the young players. How is that working out for Cape Town City?
I think they got tested today, but to be honest with you, up until now, we've been happy with that. The experience that we've brought in with the youngsters that have stepped up faster than what we thought. We believe we've got a good squad, but again, today was a disappointing game, and we've got to go back to the drawing board. We know we've got a good squad. We know they can do better, and from now we must just get them on the front foot again. Yeah?
And just looking at the season that we're going to, have you spoken as Cape Town City? Have you spoken as Cape Town City about the ambitions of the team going into the new season that's starting in a matter of days now?
Yeah, the ambitions are not to make up the numbers this season. We know we've got a squad to compete with the top guys, and I think we showed that in the last game, and we need to go back to that. we're not here to make up the numbers this season. We want to compete for the league and we want to win some cups. So it makes it very disappointing what went on here today, that we didn't compete more in the 90 minutes.
Thank you so much, Coach. Hard luck. Thank you. And that is the assistant coach of Cape Town City, Coach Diogo. We do have man of the match, Dion Hotto. Congratulations. And he is with Nkululeko Ntanzi from MTN, area manager of Joburg South. And he'll hand over the trophy to Dion Hotto, who is one of the goal scorers, scored the second goal of the game. Hotto, congratulations. What a performance from you. Influential, but not just that, also that second goal that you scored. What a scorcher.
First and foremost, I just want to thank the name above all name God for today's encounter, and we are grateful that we are through to the final to defend our title. And coming to the game, to the goal, it's all about preparation. Especially me and Capello Dlamini, and today the Lord granted me with that stunner, and I'm grateful.
Looking at the positions that you swapped, because you were playing in the left and then you played in the right, still impactful. Talk to me about that change and how it felt for you to play in the separate positions.
It's all about the belief the coach has in me, and I'm grateful. I did manage to do well in that position, because it's all about focus on the goodness of God and give thanks, and everything will go your way. And I'm grateful that I managed to establish the new position that I played in the last few minutes.
Let's talk about the fans that came out to support you. I mean, at some points it looked like the stadium was almost full to capacity. What would you say to your supporters?
It's amazing how our supporters are coming into numbers. That's what we want from them. Bad times, we want the support from them, because they play a major role. They give us that extra boost, you know. So we are grateful.
You're in another final, the third consecutive one, and you stand a chance to make history as a team if you win it again under coach Jose Riviero. Let's talk about your ambitions going into the final. What does it mean for Pirates to win it once more?
No, definitely. This is it's actually for us as players to write our own history, you know. This cup again, and that's what we are looking forward. It's to defend this cup.
I want to talk to you about how you combine with Relebohile up front. Talk to me about just playing with some of these young players and how they boost the morale in the squad as well.
He's an amazing talent, you know. Me and him, we actually understand each other. We click, and it's all about understanding each other in the game. Because he's a boy who learns very fast, and I'm grateful that he's actually playing in front of me, you know. So he makes the game actually easier for me. When he tucks in, I get that opportunity. So I'm grateful to have a talent like him.
Thank you so much. Congratulations, Hotto. That is the man of the match, Dion Hotto, winning after scoring a goal in the MTN 8 semi-final rather. Not yet. We aren't in the final yet. Now I do have the winning coach, Jose Riviero. Coach, third consecutive final. They call you the cup specialist. How do you feel about this performance this afternoon here at Orlando Stadium?
It's been a fantastic performance, good football game. Two teams trying to play football from the first minute, not speculating with our own styles, with our capacity, but a good football match. My players today were excellent again, one more time here at home, giving their all, playing good football. They have talent, so when we are in the right space, we can have good days like today. There's always things to improve. Today is not an exception. There were moments where they submit us a little bit in the second half. I would like to play more time in their side, but I think overall a fantastic performance.
Coach, I want to talk about the change you made coming into this game, bringing in Makaula instead of Dlamini. How did that change pay off this afternoon?
I think it's not about one individual. I think it's about the attitude of the whole team. The players who started, the players who came from the bench as well, playing important roles even when it's only 5, 10, 15 minutes. So that's what we want. We want to be a team and not a team who is depending on 1 or 2 or 3 players' performances, and little by little we get in there.
What would it mean for Orlando Pirates to win the MTN 8 for the third consecutive time, and what would it mean for you two, Coach, personally?
For me, the same than for everybody else. It's been it's been always our objective to find ourselves in the final game in each and every competition. So far in this competition, we managed to do it, like you said, 3 times in a row. I think it's something special. But again, whenever the final is, I think still time to go there. We're going to try to be in our best again to make it possible one more time to celebrate with these people. But we know that it takes a lot of effort, a lot of preparation. And yeah, when it's time, we will start.
Congratulations, Coach. Thank you so much. And that is Coach Riviero, coach of Orlando Pirates, taking Ezimnyama Ngenkane to the third of the MTN8 after they won 3-1 on aggregate and 2-0 this afternoon. Remember, in case you missed it, on SABC2 right now, there's a rugby game that is currently on the go. It's the greatest rivalry in the Springboks that are currently hosting New Rugby Championship, and of course SABC making history once again. We did it in '94, 30 years into